Yo, what is up, guys? It is Nick, or the Notorious Fantasy, back again today with another fantasy football video. Today's video is a buy or sell 14th round ADP video. We only have one video left. The 15th round will come next. Now, the 14th round is littered with kickers and stuff, and I just said, fuck it, get the kickers out of there, add more players that go around that area. So pretty much what this video is, I'm buying or selling a player at their current average draft position in the 14th round, which pretty much means will I draft them or will I just avoid them this late in the draft. So if you guys want to subscribe down below, it would really mean a lot to me because I'm going to help you win your fantasy football championship. The way that I'm going to help you do it is you're going to win the draft from all these videos I give you. You're going to dominate in the draft. Then you're going to dominate in the regular season by picking up the correct waiver wires that I tell you to do. Play the correct matchups and do the correct trades to win your championship. And if you guys also want to be also super cool, follow my Twitter at Notorious Fantasy. It's on the screen, down in the description, and in the about me of my channel. So let's get into this. No more talking here. At the current ADP, the first pick of the 14th round is Mr. Kissin Titties Trubisky, Mitchell Trubisky, Bears quarterback. And I think I like Mitch Trubisky here now. He's not one of these guys that I love picking back here like other certain quarterbacks back here, but I do like him more than other guys that go slightly later. I don't really like Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't really like Derek Carr. I don't really like some of these other guys like Brady that seem super safe and in my opinion are just guys that are not as fun as a guy like Kissin Titties Trubisky. He can run. He has them legs. And running quarterbacks are obviously a better value in fantasy. He can scramble out of the pocket. And just so you know, in fantasy, when you run the ball, even if you're a quarterback, all you need is 10 yards to get 1 point. And Mitch Trubisky can do that. He needs for 1 point he has to throw the ball 25 yards or run the ball 10 yards. So obviously a guy that runs the ball is going to get you more points based upon it's a lot easier to do. So based upon that, I like Mitch Trubisky. I think the offense is going to be slightly better than last year. Now, they really didn't add any wide receiver options, but they did get a new running back, a guy that's better than Jordan Howard in David Montgomery, a guy who can also catch passes, unlike Jordan Howard. But they also still have Tariq Cohen. They've got a great defense, and I think Mitch Trubisky could look to be slightly better this year. And I think he's a pretty okay pick back here. I don't hate picking him back here. At the 1402, we have Flash Gordon, Mr. Josh Gordon, Patriots wide receiver. Right now, he is on the commissioner exempt list. He is trying to reinstate, but for that reason, he's just a sell because he's not even in the fucking he's in the league, but he's not even able to play. So I don't know why you're drafting him in the 14th round. Now, if you're watching this and it's September and you're doing a draft like 2 days before the draft and Flash Gordon is going to be playing, then he's not even going to go in the 14th round. He's going to go in like the 8th round because everyone loves Josh Gordon. They love the Flash man himself. A lot of people love him from 2014, 2015 when he had those explosive years, and or maybe may have even been earlier than that. But he was really good for like a year span. He was great, and then he did the drugs. He didn't stay off the weed, but it's fine because hopefully he can come back and have a rejuvenated career. But right here in the 14th round, why pick a guy that may not even play when you could just pick another wide receiver? So at the 1403, we have wide receiver in the same division, Devontae Parker, Miami wide receiver. A lot of people during training camp, they'll talk up, oh, Devontae Parker, this is the time for his breakout year. How the fuck has it been his breakout year for the past 3 years? That's impossible. He hasn't done shit. He really, as a Miami fan, I fucking hate this guy. He hasn't done shit in years. It's just terrible. And we got rid of our best wide receiver, but that has nothing to do with fantasy. You don't want anything to do with Devontae Parker. I'd rather fucking play Russian roulette, and there was just all the bullets were in there. I just fucking kill myself than draft this guy. I can't stand Devontae Parker. God damn. He literally will not do anything. I'd much rather draft Stills or Albert Wilson in the next round and just say fuck it and hope that one of them break out. But because I really just don't think it'll end up being Devontae Parker. It hasn't been his year. He looks great when there's no pads on. When he's just catching passes, he looks like Odell or something. But then once there's a guy covering him, he looks like fucking someone who can't see. I forgot her fucking name. So, you hate to see it. So at the 1404, we have Duke Johnson, running back for the Browns, and he is a sell. Now, I used to love Duke Johnson. I loved him, but in fantasy. But at the exact same time now, he's looking to get a trade. Now, they may not even trade him until midseason. So what does that mean for his workload? Where is he going to get traded to? How much work is he really going to get? And for that reason, I'm just going to avoid him because I don't really know how well they're going to use him when he wants out of the Browns because they brought in Kareem Hunt, who pretty much just stole his job completely once Kareem Hunt gets back. So at the 1405, we have Michael Gallup, and we're gonna buy Michael Gallup. I don't love Michael Gallup, but I think that yesterday on Sleeper, a report came out saying that Michael Gallup's looking great. He's playing great, and all this. shit. They're saying he's going to be good. Now, you don't necessarily need to buy into all these beat reporters telling you shit. Just fucking, they say anything, and it'll instantly move a guy's ADP. This guy's Michael Gallup's ADP may fly up to the 12th round because of some crazy shit like that. But he's obviously on an offense that should be pretty good as long as Zeke comes back. Now, he's not the number one target on the team, probably the number two target on the team behind Amari Cooper, and he could probably have some great games. Now, do you want to start him every single game? Probably not, but he will definitely have some flashes, and he's fine here in the 14th round. At the 1406, we have Darwin Thompson, Kansas City rookie running back, and he is a buy. Now, the only time I'm ever buying him is right now when I'm not sure how Williams is. Now, Williams, the starter, is currently, they say he came back from the hamstring. Now, what if he re-injures it? Then if you're drafting now, then Darwin Thompson, you need to handcuff with Darwin Thompson because he may get that work. Carlos Hyde is a sorry ass running back. You don't want anything to do with Carlos Hyde. He's had multiple opportunities to be the one on all these teams, and he just can't do it. He doesn't have any talent. He's not a good NFL back, and you can trust me with that. I drafted him like 3 years ago, and he was fucking terrible, and I believed in him, and he was bad, and he's still bad. I haven't drafted him since, and I still watch him play, and he's terrible. So I don't really like him at all, and I think Darwin Thompson would emerge as the running back one on the team if D. Will was to get hurt. While I do think that D. Will be fine, his hamstring will heal, and it won't really matter. But Darwin Thompson right now could be a safety net for you in the back of the draft where a lot of the running back value is pretty much random. So at the 1407, we have Marquise Goodwin, the fastest man in the NFL, 49ers wide receiver. So he's a buy. Now, I don't think he's going to be a great option. He's not some guy you're going to be starting and is going to score a shit ton of points, but he's good for a couple of points every single game. He's clearly a point of the offense, a focal point of the offense. It's Pettis, it's Goodwin. Debo Samuel is a rookie, so it pretty much shows. I don't think he's really going to be that involved in the offense. I think it's really going to be the Goodwin. It's really going to be the Dante Pettis show and the Kittle show with Marquise Goodwin as the side piece, who's going to be catching some balls and probably do pretty good some certain games. And I like Marquise Goodwin back here. Now at the 1408, we have my favorite late round quarterback, Mr. Josh Allen, Buffalo quarterback. So he's a definite buy. Josh Allen has the legs. He has the hurdles. You saw him put the hurdle on that guy on the Vikings. Just absolutely embarrassed that motherfucker while the Vikings were at home. Josh Allen is a really good option in the back of the draft. He has the legs, like I said. He's one of those guys he can get 30 rush yards a game. That's 3 extra points on your team. He's a guy that has a fucking cannon for an arm. He might be able to throw the ball farther than Pat Mahomes. He's got that cannon, and he's got a team that should be pretty okay, probably better than next year. And their run game is very confusing. Their backfield's cluttered as fuck. But I think Josh Allen should have a pretty good year this year. And his first 3 games are very easy. It's against the Giants, Jets, and the Dolphins in no particular order. That's not the order, I don't think. I think they're playing the Jets week 1. I could be wrong, but what I do know is he's got an easy schedule at the beginning of the season, and I think he should be able to dominate early. And if I'm stuck with a guy back here who I think has top 10 potential, certain weeks he could probably be a top 5 guy. Towards the end of last season, he was playing amazing. So you could really do pretty good here in the 14th round with Josh Allen. Now at the 1409, we have wide receiver Andy Isabella of the Cardinals. Now, he's a buy for no other reason than I think that he could possibly be a focal point of this offense. Kyler Murray could target him heavily. We don't really know who Kyler Murray's favorite target is. Fitz is getting very, very up there in age. Now, we saw last year he played just about okay, but I don't know if he can do it again this year. And I think that targeting Andy Isabella late in the draft could be pretty beneficial as a guy that Kyler could be targeting. Kyler, I think, way better than what they had last year in Bradford. I'm a Dolphins fan, so we better hope Rosen's fucking good, the chosen one. But I don't know, man. I think Andy Isabella could be pretty solid here in the back of the draft, and he definitely does have some breakout potential. So I like him back here. Now at the 14-10, we have useless Alfred Morris. Sell him. If you're drafting the handcuff for Zeke and you think it's Alfred Morris, take your head out of your ass. It's not Alfred Morris. It's going to be Tony Pollard, the rookie running back. He was with Darrell Henderson in college, I believe. Tony Pollard has been getting praise from Dak, and I think that he would honestly replace Zeke if Zeke was to completely hold out the whole season or get traded or some crazy shit. So That's who I'd handcuff him with, so just avoid Alfred Morris. He's an old man and he just can't do anything. At the 14-11, we have Mr. DC, Derek Carr, or as Antonio Brown's son likes to call him, Derek Carter. He is a sell. I don't want really anything to do with Derek Carr. Now with the injury to Antonio Brown, he got frostbite. He got the cold feet. He's scared of the Raiders. He doesn't want to play this season. That's a joke, obviously, but he has frostbite on his feet. Apparently, he can miss like the first game, second game. I don't fucking know. If he misses a couple of games, you don't want anything to do with Derek Carr. You don't want Derek Carr anyways. I really just don't think he's that great of a quarterback. I'd much rather just take Josh Allen, or take Nick Foles later or some shit rather than Derek Carr. At the 14-12, we have Mr. Matthew Stafford, Mr. Matty Snapback, quarterback of the Detroit Lions, and he is a buy. Last year, he had quite the down year. He's thrown 5,000 yards. I believe it was like 6 years, 5 years in a row, until last year where he hurt his back towards the end of the season, wasn't able to perform. I think this year he's going to have a bounce back. He's got a new tight end, a new safety net, a guy that he could target, a big body in TJ Hawkinson, the rookie out of Iowa. He still has some pretty good wide receivers. Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones. The run game should be better this year to keep the defenses guessing. And I think that Matt Stafford is pretty much a big steal back here because while he's not one of these running quarterbacks, he's a guy that could easily hit 5,000 yards, in my opinion, and get about 30-something touchdowns. So I like Matt Stafford back here at the end of the draft. So thank you guys all for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please click that like button down below. It really helps me spread out these videos and give the videos love and so that everyone could see them. And leave a comment down below about anything, about how I stuttered like 9 times, about how I said a million times. I know, I do that all the time. And click on that subscribe button if you haven't already. You know you want to join. You know this video was funny. It was amazing. You know what I'm saying? It was just it was a real hoot back here. And then click on one of the videos that's probably on your screen right now. And remember to have a great goddamn day. And also check out the video that's coming out later because we upload 3 fucking times on this channel because I'm a madman and I stay up all night uploading videos. So have a great goddamn day. I love you all. Goodbye.